I just got accepted into my first ever market. Hello guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. We have a lot of work to do. A lot of work. I don't know if this happens to anyone else, but like whenever I get super excited for something and I have like a lot of items to do, like those items just kind of float around in my brain and then my brain just goes blank. That's kind of what is happening. So I need to like dial it back to baby steps. I have to keep on reminding myself, baby steps. Remember when I said I was going to take this process slow? Yeah, no, we need to ramp up. We need to ramp up a little bit because this market, it is a food festival. It is happening November 1st through the 3rd, and each of the days are 8-hour days. So I think the market on the 1st is from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. and then the 2nd and the 3rd are 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Yes, and this market is a food festival. Like I said, they do tours around the southeast of the US, so they go to multiple locations. And last year I was checking their website, they said last year they had over 100,000 attendees in their festivals. So it's kind of huge, no? I think it's pretty huge. So we have a lot to do. First of all, what the heck am I gonna make? Let me backtrack a bit here. I am brand new to crochet. I decided to start my business last week. Well, the week before that, so 2 weeks ago. I'm brand new to crochet. If you haven't seen my crochet story and the video I made saying I was going to start my business, you can watch it. I'm going to put it somewhere in the stratosphere. I make crochet plushies and I make hats, accessories, wearables, things like that. And I just decided to start my business and apply to markets. And here we are. We have our first ever market acceptance. I applied last week over the weekend, and then I got a response on Monday, last week Monday. So here we are. This video is going to be a whole bunch of market prepping. We need to get a lot of yarn, tons of yarn, and we need to start making tons of inventory because I have zero inventory. Okay, I'm brand new to this, brand new. I have zero inventory other than the ones I made for my market applications, and there were maybe like 10 items, and I don't think I want to sell those. You know, I want to start fresh, make it legit. So I have zero inventory. I have zero items for my booth. So I don't have a tent, I don't have any display stands, I don't have tables, nothing. I don't even have a tablecloth. Zero. I have no branding, so I don't have my banner, I don't have my pricing tags, I don't have my business cards, nothing. I don't even have my Square reader. How are people gonna pay? How are we gonna pay? I have nothing. Okay, it is currently October 7th. The market is October 1st. So we have we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have about 4 weeks, not a full 4 weeks, to get everything ready. What have I done? Oh my god. By the way, this business is not full-time for me. I do have another business that I treat as a 9 to 5. So my first business is like a 9 to 5, and then my crochet business is like a 5 to 12 a.m. situation. So let's get into what I want to make. This is just me thinking off the top of my head because I haven't actually sat down to decide. So I'm just gonna decide here with you. It is a food festival, so I want to have some food items. So maybe like some chicken nuggets, some drumsticks, some pickles. Pickles are also really good bestsellers per the market gurus on YouTube and Instagram. Okay, I've been watching a lot of those, and I know some of the items that are bestsellers in a lot of markets. Pickles are one of them. It's also a November event, so I want to have some Thanksgiving related items like turkeys and some other things that I don't know yet. I'm also going to have some bestsellers like per the gurus, of course, because I don't know this. I've never had a market. So I'm going to have some bestsellers like chickens, leggy froggies, octos, turtles, what else? Mushy boys. I think those are like the top ones. I'm going to find some other bestsellers as well. Obviously, I'm going to have some pumpkins. I don't know if November is late to have pumpkins, but I'm just gonna make some. Also, I don't know if it's too early to start doing some Christmas items, maybe some gingerbread men. I'm just thinking off the top of my head here, so who knows what the actual inventory is going to end up being. And as far as like my pricing and stuff, I'm dividing this into like 3 categories. So the low tiered, which is like $5 to $10 items, and then the mid tier, which is like 15 to 35, and then the luxury, which is 35 and above. Because usually when people go to festivals, they're not looking to spend a ton of money, so I want to make sure that I have a lot of the $5 and $10 items. So these are like the baby turtles, the baby whales, the baby bees, the baby everything period. And then for like the luxury items, if I can't do plushies, I'm going to do my hats. I love making ruffle hats and it looks so pretty. Let me show you this one that I just made here. So I just made this ruffle hats. This is so stinking cute. Like, look at these colors. Excuse me? Look at this. My goodness. I freaking love ruffle hats because they just look like flower crowns. Like, look at how freaking pretty this is. And then I'm also going to have my cat's beanie here, also another cute one. I'm gonna have in a different color. I'm probably not going to use granny squares. I'll probably just do like the regular kind for the cat beanie, and maybe I'll also do some regular beanies and some bucket hats. Those would be my hats. I need to do like research into like November related plushies so that we can get prepared. But right now we need to get a ton of yarn, a ton. I also want to do some fruits, so like small fruits, blueberries, pineapples, kiwi, watermelon, things like that. So I'm gonna get a ton of yarn. I'll be getting all of my yarn from Joann's because Joann's always have deals, and I think it's going to be cheaper to get them online. So I'm going to do just that. I'm going to order, see what I can order on my phone on the app, and then I will meet you at Joann's for pickup and maybe some more yarn shopping. So I have an update. My market, the food market that was supposed to happen November 1st through the 3rd, has been postponed to March 2025, and it's going to be March 28th through the 30th. The organizers of the events of the festival just went live on Facebook. I just got off the live right now. They got an email from the city earlier today and they went live to share the news. So they're canceling not canceling, they're postponing the event to March and transferring all the vendors to that date. Yeah, so apparently this event was actually way bigger than I thought it was. The event is actually sponsored by the city. The city invites them to host their 3-day event, and they were supposed to get 120,000 people attend this event this year, but that has all been destroyed because of the hurricane. So yeah, the good thing is that I have a confirmed market in March of next year, 6 months from now. And the bad news is, well, I guess this isn't really bad news, it's just sad. The hurricane really messed a lot of things up. Like, a lot of events that are happening this month and next month are getting cancelled or postponed indefinitely. So right now I think I'm just focused on seeing if I can apply to anything next month, and anything that was supposed to happen next month, and then just wait and see when they're going to postpone the events. As far as December, I haven't seen a lot of festivals happening in December, which is weird because December is like a huge holiday. But maybe because we're still too far out or something, I don't know. Or maybe I just haven't searched enough. But I'm not seeing a lot of events for like December. But anyways, so what I've been doing for the past hour or so is just trying to find and apply to more events that are happening next year, early next year, November, December. So I applied to a Mardi Gras event that is happening next year, March 1st, and the booth fee for that one is $75, so pretty exciting. I'm just waiting to hear back regarding the invoice so I can pay. Yeah, I found an event. I'm about to apply for this one. It was supposed to happen November 1st actually. The application is still available, so I'm going to go through and do that and see if it's going to get postponed. I'm seeing a post here here on their event page from 6 hours ago, and the post just says we're getting feedback from our artists and marketers to decide on the best way forward post Helen, which is a hurricane. We will post an update as soon as we can. Pray for my city. Yeah. So, and this was supposed to happen November 1st. So this event is probably going to get postponed again. I chose the right time to launch a business. Well, then again, I did choose the right time to launch a business. A lot of festivals and events happen in the fall. A lot, okay? We just had a hurricane that was definitely an unforeseen circumstance that is just throwing a wrench in a lot of people's plans. And for me, like, this is just a business that I'm starting. Like, what about the people that have been doing this for years? What are they gonna do? Like, they have events canceled for 2 months. That's crazy. So that's the update here. I'm just gonna spend the next, I don't know, maybe another hour just looking for more events that are still available in November. I feel like events are going to get moved to maybe mid to late November, and I think December will be too late for all of these events because December is like a themed event month, so we'll see. But as far as I apply and pay whatever day they move it to, I will still have my spot secured. So that's what I'm going to do here. It's just sad. And we just got hit by a hurricane last week, 2 weeks Friday, and then last week we were dealing with the aftermath. There is a hurricane that is about to hit Florida tomorrow as a category 4. It is currently a category 5 and is about to hit Florida in category 4. Usually whenever hurricanes hit Florida, we might get rains or floods where I'm at. So the city is also like being under watch for the hurricane that is coming. Damn, I'm praying for Florida because 2 back-to-back hurricanes is insane. Back-to-back category 4 hurricanes. I'm a little bit sad because I was excited to, get my business going, but the safety of the city comes first. So all I can do is apply and wait for news. We have a market. Oh my gosh, it's a Christmas market. It's going to be on December 14th. It's a 1-day market for 6 hours, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. I scoured Facebook to find this, and I'm so glad that I found it. I submitted the application. The booth fee was $40, and then they charged, I think, a service fee, so it came out to $40.25 for a 10 by 10 space. It's going to be by a pond, and it's a Christmas event, so Santa Claus is gonna show up, and everything's just gonna be festive. So I just finished listing out some items that I want to make for the event. There are 23 total unique items, 20 to 23, and this is everything I want to make. So starting with my hats, I want to do my ruffle hats, and I want to make a beanie. By the way, for the market, the hats will be Christmas themed. And then for the festival plushies, I want to make the Grinch, some reindeers, gingerbread man, snowman, and penguins. I might make Santa Claus, I don't know, but those are the items I want to make. And then for the regular items, I want to do turtles, axolotls, octos, popping mushrooms, chickens, leggy froggy, baby whale, some car hangings, stress blobs, loaf cat, bee, reversible octo, mushy boy, pickles, some mini fruits, and maybe 1 or 2 dragons. I don't know if I'm going to get to the dragon or the stress blob, because for the stress blob you have to buy like the separate squishy thing, and I don't really know if I want to do that just yet. But the rest of the items should be pretty simple to do. So we have 2 months to prep. Oh my gosh, I got my first market. We have 2 months to prep. So here's a plan for how I want to make all of these items. I want to start with the regular items, so the turtles, the axolotls, and stuff. I want to prep those this month. So I need to go figure out the variations of each of the items I want to make, and then buy the yarn for all of that. The next month, November, I'm going to prep the festive items. So Grinch, reindeer, gingerbread man, snowman, penguins. I'm going to do that next month, because those items, I'm not going to make them in bulk. I'm just going to do maybe 1 or 2 of those items, and they don't have any variations. It's just the same. Maybe the penguins, I can do like mini penguins and do like a lot of those. but I'm going to use the rest of October to prep everything else. And then the hats, I can do the hats in between because they're very straightforward to do. So that's the plan. Like I said previously, I want to do a lot of the $5 items. My $5 items are mini turtles, mini octos, baby whales, bees, and poppy mushrooms. Those will have different colors, different variety, all that good stuff. And then the regular items, so like $10 to, well, 15 to 30-ish items. Those will be the turtles, axolotls, chickens, leggy froggy, car hangings, the loaf cats, reversible octos, the mushy boys, the pickles. And then my maybe items are the stress blobs, the mini fruits, and the dragon. That's what we're working right now. My festive items will probably be on the pricier side, between $20 to $35. I think maybe the reindeers will be on the higher side, but maybe the reindeers and the gingerbread man, but the penguin and the Grinch and the snowman should be maybe like 25. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know yet. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I don't know all the yarn I'm gonna need. This is just me saying what I think the pricing is gonna look like for those. Yeah. All right. So next, I'm gonna start with the low priced items, trying to figure out the variations I want to do, and then get all the yarn for that. The baby whale will probably be the easiest to do because there isn't really variations of baby whale. It's the same, blue and white, and I already have that yarn, so I think I can actually start prepping the baby whale. I'm a freaking genius. This is what my whales look like. They're very tiny and very cute. I love the yarn. I love that it has different shades of blue. Makes it interesting. So this is my wheel. So another thing I want to do is I'm going to display them like this at my booth, but I'm going to put a sign that says you can turn it into a keychain if you want. So people have the option to add a keychain, and then I'll do it right there at the booth. That's what I want to do. Either that, or I can have this like this for $5, and then I'm going to do a keychain option. I think that makes sense because I don't know if I want to be struggling to put on a keychain when people are waiting for me. So I think I'm going to have maybe a couple of these like this, and then a few of them in keychains, and then be like, this is $5, and then with the keychain option, the keychain option would be like $6 because of the hardware. My very first market prep items are these baby wheels. How exciting! Let's begin. I'm gonna grab my yarn. White yarn that I need to wind. I don't have a winder yet. Blue yarn that I need to wind. And 3.75 hook. I want to do 20 whales. It just occurred to me that I might run out of safety eyes. This is all the 8mm safety eyes that I have. We got the pattern. Let's start working. By the way, it is 9:30 p.m. and I'm just gonna keep going until it's 12 a.m. or until I have 20, whichever one comes first. I'm done with my whales. It is 12:17 a.m. I started out around 9:34. I made 5. It took me 3 hours to make 5 whales. So doing the math here, it would take me 12 hours to make 20 whales, baby whales. So which means I have 7 hours left to finish up everything. I think my math is right. I don't know if that is slow or not. I think that's pretty good. I will say tomorrow. I'm getting very delirious, if you can't already tell. I'll say tomorrow, be more prepping. I haven't updated y'all in a minute because it's been a couple of days actually, because I've just been busy catching up on work on my other business, but things are changing there, so I'm going to be getting more time towards Cozy Purl, and I'm so excited about that. But just to give you an update here on what I've done so far, I haven't done much. At least I don't think I've done much. I have everything that I've done in this bag here, and so far I've done 20, trying to pick everything up. Well, most of it. I've done 20 baby whales. Obviously I can show everything here because it's 20. But when I have everything completed, all the small items, I will put them like on my bed or something and just show everything I've done. And then next thing I did after the wheel was some mushroom pops, the red color, super cute. Did that. And then I ran out of the white yarn, so I just continued making the hats, and I did 8 completed of the mushy pops, and then the hats I did 12 more, so I have a total of 20. And I ran out of both the red and the white yarn, so I'm all dressed up right now because I'm headed to Joann's to pick up my order. I ordered online because it's cheaper, so I'm heading there now to pick that up. And then I'm probably going to go in and just walk around as well, just to show you guys what I'm getting, because I'm dressed up, so why not? Also, I love Joann's. And then we'll come back and make the rest of the items that I need to make. I haven't been able to crochet the past day or two because I've run out of yarn. I think I only have this blue yarn and the green yarn left, the grassy yarn, and I don't really need that color right now. So I will see you at Joann's. I'm at Joann's right now. I just came out from the store, and I don't know what's going on with the app, but this is the second time that this is happening, where I place an order and then I don't get any confirmation, no notification, no emails, but then the withdrawal goes out of my bank account. So my bank account shows, the money is gone for the order, but I didn't get a confirmation email. I didn't get any notification from the app, and then the people inside, they said they don't see it in their system. So I don't know what's going on here. I'm just going to wait and see if I get any confirmation email at all, or what happened to the withdrawal in my bank. So yeah, this is just kind of a bummer right now because I planned on crocheting all night and tomorrow as well, now that I have more time in my schedule. But I don't even know if that's gonna happen today or even tomorrow. So hopefully, if the order didn't go through, the withdrawal hold gets dropped so that I can at least come back and do shopping in store. And then I don't know, I have to figure out something with the app because the app is just more convenient. I don't know if maybe I should delete my account and start another account, or I don't know what. But this is the second time that this is happening for me. And I placed a fairly decent sized order. I ordered all the yarn I need to make all my small items, every single yarn. I think I ordered maybe 8 to 10 skeins of yarn there. So I'm just upset, but I can't really do anything right now. I'm just gonna have to wait. So I'll keep you updated with that and see what happens. It's the next day and I still haven't heard anything about my order. No notification, email, no nothing. And the transaction on my bank is still showing pending. So I'm assuming that order just did not go through. It went through my bank. So it hasn't posted in my bank, it's still showing as pending. It hasn't cleared. So I'm just waiting here to see if it's going to clear or if I'm going to get any notification. I thought of going to the store to buy the yarn that I need, but I think the best thing for me to do here is just to wait and see if I get the yarn or if I get my money back. So today's date is October 17th. We have 1.5 more weeks left in October and then November. And I'm getting a little bit nervous for my market prep. I mean, it's just a 1-day market. I think it's like 6 or 8 hours. But I still don't have a lot of items. I only have 20 whales and 8 mushy pops and then 12 unfinished mushy pops. So I was just thinking, like, what can I do here? Is there something I can do for market prepping? Anything at all. I looked at the yarn that I have. This is all the yarn I have right now. This blue color, I think it's called Celestial. And this one is called Grassy. And then this is all I have for the red and the white yarn, Crimson and Vintage White, all Bernite blanket. I can't do anything with this. Maybe I can do the detailing, the spots on the mushroom cap. Maybe I can do 1 or 2 mushy boy heads with this. And then this is all I have left. I use this color for the whale, but I was thinking maybe I should use it for a mini turtle or an octo. But I think I want to use just plain colors for those ones and not changing colors. So I can't really use this yarn unless I think of something else to use with it. But for this yarn, I was thinking maybe I could do some leggy froggies with it, like this leggy froggy here. I originally wanted to use just plain yarn to make the leggy froggies, but I think this colored yarn can be good. So maybe I can make 10 leggy froggies in this color, and then after that maybe I could do 2 mushy boy hats with this, and then that'll be it. I can't do anything until either I get my yarn or I get my money back. And that's kind of nervous. I was just Googling to see how long this is going to take, and I was seeing different things, 1 to 5 business days. 5 business days is the end of next week. That was a long time. So that's just what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to make a couple of leggy froggies in this color. Honestly, I'm not completely sold on this. I think I would have preferred to do leggy froggies in plain colors, because I did order a couple of green yarn. I don't know, I'm looking at this and I'm like, I don't know. I'm just gonna do it just to have something, I guess. Actually, here's what we're gonna do. So I have this yarn. This is the red heart in the color Aran, that one. This is it. This is the jumbo one. And I wanted to make a couple of bucket hats and ruffle hats in white. And this isn't exactly white. This is like a cream color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Joann's and get a white one. I did not order white, so I can still go and get one from Joann's. I'm just going to use that to make a lot of hats, because hats was one of the things I wanted to make, ruffle hats and bucket hats. But I wanted to do that in November. But since I can't really do much right now, I'm just going to focus on making a couple of hats. I want to do different colors, but right now we're going to start with white and go from there. The event is a Christmas event, so maybe I can get some Christmas colors and make some Christmas themed hats. I know what I can do. I can use the white to make the ruffle hats, because you know it's like stark white, so it gives like snowy vibes, especially if you pair with like a coat and a scarf. It's going to look so cute. And then I can use Aran to make the reindeer hats. I'm a genius. I can use this to make the reindeer hats because it's not stark white, so it won't stand out too much with the eyes, the nose, and the ears and the antlers. So it will just look perfect. You know? Are you seeing the vision? Don't worry. When I make it, you will see it. But if you see the vision, let me know. I think this soft creamish white will be perfect for the reindeer hats, because the reindeer hats has different colors, and then the stark white will be good for like the ruffle hats. Genius. So since I have this big size, let's see how many hats I can make with this. Just some update really quickly here. I changed the lighting in my room from that disgusting yellow to a white light, so hopefully the video quality is coming out better on camera. But I went ahead and started the hats. I'm still working on the crown here. I have 5 rows while I'm working on the 5th row, and I am using a 4.25 hook. If you want me to do a tutorial in this, just let me know. You can leave a comment, because I watched a bunch of tutorials on how to do this bucket hats, and I think I like something different from each video. So I'm just kind of combining all of those elements into what I'm making to make something that I like. So that's what I'm doing. So would that be considered my pattern? I don't really know how, people do patterns, because a lot of things look the same or similar. But yeah, if you want me to do a tutorial, just let me know. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep crocheting here. I should be able to finish the base, the bucket hat itself, tonight. And then when I get the yarn for the antlers and the nose, so the antlers will be brown, the nose will be red, and then I'm going to get some button eyes. When I get those, I can complete it. But I think I can do this and the ears. Maybe tonight or by tomorrow, I should finish those completely. I'm done with the crown of the hat here. So let me explain the structure of the hat. The hat is divided into 3 sections: the crown, the body, and then the brim. The crown is 8 rows of increases, and my stitches are double crochet. The body is 7 rows of double crochet just going round, no increases, and then the brim has a couple of increases in there. I'm still figuring out how I want the brim to look like because I want my brim to be wavy. The very first bucket hat that I did is this pink hat. It looks like this. It's definitely a bit big. It's cute, but it's big. But what I don't like about it is that after moving your head around for a bit, the brim gets like this. So now it looks like a gardener's hat because the brim is just sticking out this way instead of staying down. But I do like the waviness of the brim. Then the next bucket hat I did was this hat, and I used the fall colors, the same I used for my ruffle hat. And this one is close to perfect. This one looks like a bucket hat, like it has the shape of a bucket hat. This one is just kind of layer, I guess, but this one looks good. I love the length. I love that it comes down a bit, but the brim isn't wavy. I want my brim to be wavy. And also, one good thing is that it doesn't stick out like this after moving your head around. It doesn't do that with this, but it might roll at the back here, and that's fine with me. I think all bucket hats do that anyways. What I want is I want this length, this style, but I want waviness in my brim. I hope that makes sense. So I'm just doing some testing here with this one to see how I can achieve that. So that's what we're doing. But the crown and the body is the same as this. It is completely different from what I did here. Completely different. This is a different pattern. But just to reiterate here, my crown is 8 rows of increases, so I'm increasing every couple of stitches, and then my body is 7 rows of regular double crochet all around, no increases, and then the brim is what I need to work on, what I need to figure out. I'm going to start on the body here because I'm done with the crown. It's currently 9 p.m. I had to change out of that hoodie because I got warm, so I'm wearing this. And this is the update for the hat. I'm done with the body. I did 7 rows for the body, and now I'm going to start working on the brim. I have an idea of what I want to do with it. Like I said, I want it to be wavy, but I don't really know what pattern to do to make it wavy and make it come down like this and not, sticking out. So I'm going to try some things here and see what works. And then I will be back with an update on that. I'm getting concerned here because look at this. It's like going up, you see. This is what I was concerned about. I don't like this. I want the hat to stay down, not up, down. So let me try it on. This is what it's looking like right now with 2 rows of the brim. Now my concern is that when it's like larger, as I'm moving my head around, this is gonna happen, This is not a bucket hat. This is not a bucket hat. It needs to be down. I'm just gonna keep going and see what happens at the end. If it keeps doing this, I'm just gonna leave it as is and then make another one. And then in the other one, I'm going to do something different and compare and see which one is better. If I add maybe a couple of rows, it might just be down and not like that. So that's the plan. But so far so good. It's looking really cute. It's looking really cute. This is what we have right now. This is no longer a bucket hat. Look at this. What am I creating here? What am I making? This is not a bucket hat anymore. This is borderline a ruffle hat. This is what we're looking at. Okay. It's cute. It is. Don't get me wrong, it is. But this is not what I was going for. I was going for a bucket hat. This is a ruffle hat. It's just not as ruffled as this one over here. This one has like extreme ruffles going on, and this one just has a little bit of ruffles. I'm working on the 5th row of the brim. That's why it looks kind of big, because I tried it on when I was at 4 rows and it looked okay. Here's what we're thinking. We could do two things here. We could either combine this and then do the reindeer ears and the antlers and then just call it a ruffle reindeer hat. You following me? Just call it a ruffle reindeer hat and then not make this, because this takes a long time. Right now it's 10 p.m. It has taken me an hour to do just this brim. I'm going to say it took me an hour to do the top and this. So maybe about 2 hours to finish this whole thing. This takes 3 to 4 hours to do. These ruffles are no joke. They take a long time. So two things here. We could either one, take out the fifth row and then it'll be the wavy bucket hat like I intended it to be. And then have the antlers and the ears and the nose and the eyes for the reindeer. So we have that as a bucket hat and then have this as a ruffle hat. So two different products. Or we could do this, okay, with the fifth row, what I'm doing right now, what you're seeing right now, and then do the reindeer features and then call it a reindeer ruffle hat and then have only one hat product. That way I don't have to prep two different hats that would take me a long time to make, and I'll just prep one type of hat. And then to be one type of hat but with different types of features, like one could be an elf, one can be a reindeer, one could be Santa Claus, one could be cotton candy, and then just with different types with this pattern. What do you think? I feel like I'm leaning more towards that because it's less work for me. Doing this ruffle hat is going to take a long time. It's going to take a long time. And if I have time, I might do this ruffle hat for the market. However, this looks cute, okay? And definitely it doesn't go up. Okay, when I move my head around, it doesn't go up, so that is good. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do this and call it a ruffle blank hat, reindeer, elf, whatever. And then if I have time, do what I originally planned with this type of ruffle hat with the whites, and then to just be like a white ruffle hat. What do you think? Let me know in the comments because I feel like I'm leaning more towards this. Actually, now I've gone to look at myself in the mirror and I don't know. Is this cute? Please let me know if this hat is cute because I am struggling. I feel like it's too much. This is not what I intended for it to look like. It's supposed to be bucket hat, not borderline ruffle. This is getting close to ruffle territory. Please let me know because I'm lost. Does this look cute? If this looks cute, then we can go with the reindeer or the elf feature theme. Otherwise, we're gonna take out the last row and have it look like a bucket. You know what? I'm going to take out the fifth row here just so you can see what only 4 rows of the brim looks like. This is 4 rows. I'm loving the 4 rows. Okay, let me know what you think, but I'm loving it. The 4 rows is definitely giving wavy bucket hat. It's not too much. It's like perfect. Hey guys, so final updates of everything I've done. Here are the hats I made. Look at this apple hat. So here's what I ended up doing. I ended up making another hat instead of frogging the ruffled brim like I originally said I was gonna do. So I made another hat and I think I am going to make this style of bucket hats for markets for 2 reasons. One, because of the sizing. Whenever you add a lot of ruffles like this to a brim of a hat, the size of the hat gets larger. I'm not really sure how to fix that. It happened with my ruffle hat over there and it happened with this again. Maybe I can reduce the crown and see if that fixes it. That's just the issue I'm having with having ruffles on the brim. So I'm just going to stick to this style of hat for market. And the second reason is because I think this is more unisex, so anybody can wear it. Yeah, that's the reason. I'm going to try on this apple hat here. It's really cute. I freaking love this. So I decided to do this last minute because I already had the ruffle hat and I've always wanted to do an apple hat, so I made one. Did I say I was gonna make one? No, but it's here anyways. It's really cute, but if you look at the details, I don't really like the details. The arrow is too big, the horn is too short, and the ears are not neat. You know, at first glance, it's cute, but if a crocheter is looking at this, they're gonna be like, yeah, no girl, this ain't it. Also, I need the arrow to be like at the body, not all the way up here, because front facing you can't even tell that it's an arrow. And then another thing that happened, I don't even know how this happened, but when I sewed on the arrow, it kind of like bent towards this way. I don't even know how that happened. Okay, I did this last night. I was tired and I just wanted the freaking upper hat, so that's what happened here. So that's just a side story here. So this is just a prototype. I am going to make more apple hats. I think I'll have it like as a listing on my Etsy. So I'm going to make more for sure, but this is just a prototype as to what it looks like. And then for markets, I'm going to do this style of brim. Let me try it on, which I think looks freaking pretty. It's like an actual bucket hat, you know, and it fits perfectly. And that's what I need because, you know, we're making things for people who we don't have their measurements. So it's best to just keep it simple. So that's what I'm gonna do. Now, I did say I was gonna turn this into a reindeer hat. I don't think I'm gonna do that in that video because the video is really long enough as it is. So I'm gonna do it in the next video. I also did go to Joann's. I bought a ton of yarn, acrylic yarn, for my hats. So I'm gonna do a haul in the next video, as well as the plan for the hats that I'm gonna make in the next video. I think I have an idea of what type of hats I'm gonna make. And then an update regarding my order situation with Joann's. I still haven't gotten a confirmation email. I still didn't get a notification or whatsoever. I did call my bank and they said I'm just gonna have to wait until the pending hold gets dropped because they can't really do anything on their end. I'm just gonna have to wait. So I'm still waiting. I still haven't gotten anything, and I'm just freaking praying and hoping that I get my money back so that I can go get blanket yarn for my plushies. But in the meantime, we're just gonna make a bunch of hats. And honestly, if I end up making only hats for the markets, I think I'll be fine because I do enjoy making hats. They're so fun, they're so simple, quick, and you can add anything to it and make it stinking cute. Like, hello. The only issue with this is these hats will not be cheap. We're talking like 45. Plain ones like this might be like $30, but anything with extra detailing like this will be like $55. So that's the only issue there. That's why I wanted to do plushies so that I can have $5 items for the kids and the people who only come, with not that much budget. So that's the plan there. Yeah. I'm just waiting to get my money back so I can do some plushies. So just a summary of everything I've done in this video. I did 20 blue whales that would have a keychain option. I've done 8 completed poppy mushrooms that will also have the option to be a keychain. I did 12 of the hats that I need the white yarn to complete. I've done half of a hat because this is supposed to be a reindeer and it's not. But I don't have a hat made completely. Well, we're not counting this. But I do know what I want to do for my hats. I do have a plan for my hats. So I'm gonna call that a win. There. You see, the thing is, I think I have a lot of time to market prep, but like at this point, I think I have only a month left. Like we have 1 more week left. Well, I don't know why I keep thinking October is already over, because it is. October is already over. But we do have about 2 weeks left in October and then the whole of November. I think that's enough time to market prep. I think so. I don't know what it's going to look like for me as a newbie, but hey, things have happened that are just not in my control. So yeah, that's what we're doing. This week, aka for next week's video, I'm going to have a bunch of hats made. So stay tuned for that. That's everything for this video. Thank you so much. If you made it to the end, thank you for watching. Please give this video a like, subscribe to my channel because we're going to have so much fun. We're going to go on this journey together and it's going to be a huge learning experience for all of us. I will see you guys next time. Bye. See you later.